Main company, fall in. Dress right. Chris. Ready up. Run. Attention to roll call. Adams.
Here.
Harrison.
Here.
Baker.
Here.
Cudahy.
These are the men and women who have the most important part-time job in America. They belong to the Army National Guard. They're citizen soldiers. They're part of a heritage that embraces the deeds of patriots like Ethan Allen, Sam Adams, John Hancock, Paul Revere, Francis Scott Key, along with 15 U.S. presidents. Men like General George Washington, Major General Andrew Jackson, Captain Abraham Lincoln, and a man who served in the Missouri National Guard as an artillery officer during World War I, Captain Harry S. Truman, later President and Commander-in-Chief.
Daniel Harrington, farmer. Nathan Monroe,
tradesman.
Thomas Hadley, farmer. Isaac Muzzy, farmer.
The voices that answered the roll call on Lexington Green in April of 1775 were also civilians. But long before the Revolution, decades before the first flames of independence were fanned, the citizen soldiers of the colonies were forming into regiments. Citizens who put down their hoes and the implements of their trade, who left their families to answer the call. They were America's first Minutemen.
Danos.
Here.
Del Rio.
Here.
Del Lorenzo.
Here.
And today, all across our great land, doctors, lawyers, farmers, salesmen, and factory workers are answering the same call that beckoned their great-great-grandfathers. For now, they're America's new Minutemen. Civilians first, each of whom, when summoned, sheds his calling and assumes the role of soldier in the greatest citizen army the world has ever known, the National Guard.
Dolberry.
TV technician.
Ford.
Contractor.
Hamilton. Hennessy.
Taxi driver.
Citizen soldiers, an amazingly diverse group of individuals, reflecting the minds and moods of many men and women, the tenor and the tensions of their times. At Bunker Hill, Bataan, Okinawa, Korea, and Vietnam. Volunteers then, volunteers today, backing up our nation's armed forces and providing the know-how to keep America strong. But the Guard also answers the call when disaster strikes closer to home, far removed from the sounds of war.
Forest fire, Sawtooth Mountains.
Explosion, Decatur train yards. Flood, Mackinac River.
Iowa, tornadoes, Des Moines and Clinton.
You see, the Guard belongs to the community as well as the country. Always ready to aid in emergencies, ready even to help conduct neighborhood cleanup projects and medical checkup programs for inner-city children. Today, Guardsmen stand ready just as those who have gone before them. These are America's new Minutemen.
Jackson.
CPA.
Johnson.
Foreman.
Levitt.
Athlete.
But who are these new Minutemen? They're civilians like you. But for one weekend a month, they become infantrymen, technicians, medics, and cooks in the Army National Guard. Each one is trained to a fine edge and ever ready to move into action at a moment's notice. A unique fighting force, one that marches to a different drummer. For this is a citizen army in which every person is a civilian, but a civilian on call. Men and women from all walks of life, coming together to form a vital link between the military of our country and its citizenry.
Noonan.
Construction.
O'Rourke.
Researcher.
Osiki.
Musician.
When you get out of high school, you could get more out of life by joining these new Minutemen in the Army National Guard. There's the opportunity to learn a worthwhile skill. Over 400 career specialties are available, like engineering, electronics, aviation, medicine. One could help you land that first civilian job. And while you train, you'll receive full pay. In fact, you could earn $1,000 the very first year. Remember, the Guard is a part-time, not a full-time military job. You get valuable training and extra money without giving up the things you like about civilian life. It's a chance to lead two lives and get the most from each. The new Minutemen of the Army National Guard.
Penapinto.
Switchman.
Petrie.
Printer.
Thompson.
Waitress.
Wiley.
Telephone installer.
You can join the tradition built by those who braved the cold at Valley Forge, who kept the flag flying at Fort McHenry, and who clawed at each other at Antietam, who charged up San Juan Hill, cursed the mud in the trenches of Chateau Thierry, scrambled ashore at Okinawa, and defended the 38th parallel. You can serve as so many have since 1636. the presidents, the patriots, the countless thousands of fathers, sons, and brothers who remain unsung. Civilians, all of them, ready if needed to march forward, to fly ahead, to protect its land and its people, but most of all working, as all Guardsmen have worked for over 300 years, to maintain the peace, to sustain the community, because these men and women are the community. On guard. Your guard. The National Guard. It's the most important part-time job in America.